Right, so here we are again, and as always, I hope you and your family are managing to keep well and keep safe. I've just been working on the tailpiece for the chamber-bodied electric mandolin. When I make these, they're designed to take ball end strings rather than the traditional kind of loop end that you find on mandolins. The reason being, as far as I'm concerned, is that you get this huge variety of electric guitar strings. So it's quite easy to make up a custom set to suit whatever gauge string you want, whether you want a jazz sort of flat wound, round wound, whatever. You can do that with ball end strings, but it's not necessarily as easy with loop end strings. And what I find with my electric mandolins is I like to use a heavier top string and a lighter bass string, and that way I think it kind of balances out the response that you get from the pickup. You'll often hear reports of the top E string sounding a bit thin. Well, I think with a heavier string you help to overcome that. Yeah, so there it is, and it's kind of hewn out of this piece of angled aluminium. I like angled aluminium. I use it a lot for various bits and pieces, for straight edges and jigs and stuff. What I like about it is obviously it's extruded and it's incredibly accurate, 90 degrees, whatever. You couldn't get a bend that crisp. So to make the tailpiece out of it, where I need this right angle, seems to make sense. So what I'll show you now is how I got to here. It's all basically done by hand, and that represents, I guess, about a day of my life. So here we go. Right, first step done. like to fix the tailpiece down with raised head screws, and I find that if you counterbore the hole rather than countersink the hole, you end up with a much neater edge. So the counterbore is the same diameter or slightly over the diameter of the head of the screw, so let's say the whole thing looks much neater. Where it's been cut out, drilled, filed, etc. So now is the time to give it its big clean up, and for that I just use abrasive paper, cork blocks, all that sort of thing. But what I do tend to do is just go through my box of old bits of abrasive paper, because whatever you use doesn't last long on metal. So off we go. Right, so there we go. There's the tailpiece. That's about as much as I'm going to do at this stage. It'll have its final clean up once the instrument itself is finished. But yeah, one tailpiece. Well, I hope you found that of interest. I'll crack on with the rest of the instrument and see you in the next video. So until then, keep safe and keep well, take care, and thanks for taking the time. Cheers.